It'd be drill evaluations and then open ranks inspections, which is kind of like our uniform and our standards, which also teaches us a lot about discipline. Like I said, we just had those yesterday, so last week and this week have been very, very stressful. Um, but honestly, I'm really proud. I was really nervous for both the PFA and the FDs and ORIs, but I ended up doing really well. They asked us three kind of like knowledge questions about ROTC, and I only got one wrong, and most people struggle with all three. So I was very proud. And honestly, I passed with flying colors, so I'm very happy. And then mentor slash mentee, that picture on the, I guess for you guys would be your right. That is my mentor, and my fellow mentee were both her mentees. Her name is Cadet Olivares, and that has been a wonderful experience. She's been in the program 3 years now, and she is officially commissioned, not commissioned, but she has a contract with the Air Force already. So she's been teaching us a lot about ROTC and just about the career fields, even just about leadership in general. She's been helping us out, and it's been amazing to kind of meet someone who can be a new mentor, but can also kind of be like a peer. She's not too much older than us. So that's also me on the very left for you guys. That was one of the first weeks. I was still a little bit nervous, but I was chosen to be our flight commander, and I was the first person who came in the spring as a 150, as they call us, to be a flight commander. So they really put me on the spot, but I did really well. So I'm also proud to say that, and that has helped me a lot with my professional development and with my leadership. So I really enjoyed being in AFROTC, and also being a scholar in there, because we don't have a lot of scholars in ROTC. I know we have one more in Army ROTC, but I'm really proud to kind of put us out there in a different place. And then next up, okay, volunteering. So I just wanted to talk about a few of my volunteering roles from last semester and this semester. These are just some of the ones that I really enjoyed. I went to the Whataburger resource room a couple times. I actually really enjoy that just because it's easy. It's here on campus, and you can just go anytime you want to help out. You can sign up like pretty much without a lot of availability or like notice. So I really enjoy that. Project Sunshine is an amazing organization, and I've gone to their volunteer events a couple of times. That's me in the orange. And there we were making cards for the kids. And that was also an amazing experience. I was interviewed for it, like by them, and I got to talk about like why I wanted to help out, why I wanted to volunteer with them, and why I was making my cards. And then the Texas Academic Decathlon, we saw a few of you there. We were judges, me, Leilani, and Alina. And that was a really fun experience as well. We got to kind of, I don't know, see a different side of things, talk to some high school kids. And it's funny to see how much we've grown, because I feel like I was them just a little bit ago. So I really enjoyed that as well. And then Blue Skies of East Texas. I don't actually have a picture for it, so I put another picture with my ROTC flight. But Blue Skies of East Texas is a retirement home for veterans, and that was just an amazing experience as well. A lot of the retirees there have so many stories to tell us and so much knowledge that I feel that they don't get to share. And some of them had some amazing careers. So it was really cool to be able to talk to them. And we actually gave them some candy for Valentine's Day, and they really enjoyed it. It made them smile. It made their day. And I'll definitely be going back there. So moving on. This is Top and Terry bonding. So I have really enjoyed getting to know the Tops and the Terrys. A lot of them have been so inviting, a lot of their officers, and they opened up a lot of their events to us. So these are some of the ones I went to. I volunteered for Book Buddies with the Top Scholars right up here, and Jonah opened that up to us, and I really loved it. I've been, I believe, twice now. And I think it's an amazing organization. It's honestly really fun every time we go, and it's cool to get to know a lot of the Tops. Girls Movie Night with the Terrys. Angie invited us to that, and that was at her place in Laurel. And that was also really fun because we just kind of had to, or got to talk to them in a more relaxed setting and actually get to know them rather than a more formal event. Dinner with the Terrys down here, that was for one of their fundraisers, and their officers invited us to that as well, and we got to go and bond with them once again. Flag football with the Terrys. Honestly, I think that was probably one of my favorite things that I got to do with them. Just because it was something that we got to do every week, so it wasn't just a one-time thing. And it went on pretty much all of the fall semester. We weren't the best, but we were pretty good. And there's not a lot of girls, so it was really cool that they like let us come in, and then a lot of their girls actually go to see, so they kind of support us in those roles. So that was really fun. And then Scary Terry, that was also a really fun event. That was for Halloween, of course, and we got featured on their Instagram, as you can see. I think it's me and Ashley there, so a few of us TLS went. We got to dress up. It was really fun. And then Best Fest with the Tops, I actually volunteered with them for a few hours, I believe, and I think it was Jonah and another officer who told us about that. And through that, I actually got to learn about my class, Moral Imagination and U.S. Incarceration, because I got to bond with the Tops, and Jonah told me about it. So again, another great experience to learn more and just kind of connect with them. So yeah, those were some of my favorite events. There were a couple more, but I wanted to highlight these. Moving on. These are some of the TLS events we got to do. So our first volunteer event, Haven for Hope, me and Alina co-organized that, and it was really amazing. Everyone helped out. Everyone really showed out, as you can see with the costumes, and everyone was very excited for our first event. And it was really cool that we kind of got to do that one on our own, just so we could, I don't know, get a feel for our cohort. And that was a really good bonding experience for our cohort because we went to go eat after. So we got to talk a lot and just kind of be our own actual little group for a little bit. So that was a great experience, and I really enjoyed working with Haven for Hope. And I have talked to them a few times about doing another event, and they're super open about it. They really liked us. So yeah, and then Ronald McDonald House, I organized that for Valentine's Day, and although we didn't get a lot of our TLS cohort to go, the few of us that did had a great time. Honestly, it's okay because there wasn't a lot of work to do, but it would have been cool for all of us to go, but maybe next time if there's a bigger event, we'll definitely be able to. I now have the contacts, which Diamond passed on to me. So now we kind of have our own relationship with them, which has been really great because we can reach out to them as well if we want an event. And they've even reached out to us too, asking if we'd be open to another event. So I think they liked working with us. And it was great to do a volunteering event on Valentine's Day. I even posted about it for a little networking slash LinkedIn moment and I said, be day for volunteering. So that was a cool experience. And then now today we have a TLS Easter. I'm very excited about that. We haven't had an actual social, so I think this is gonna be great. No matter what happens, we'll make it fun. So I'm excited about it, and I know the rest of our cohort is as well. So, and then a lot of the tops and Terrys were congratulating us for our first social. So I'm excited about that, and I think they are too. So hopefully we have a good turnout. Next up, some more TLS. These aren't the events, but these are just some moments that I wanted to emphasize on a little bit. First off, our book drive, because that happened in the fall. So the tops organized a book drive for all of the cohorts where we would compete and see who could donate more books. And our TLS cohort ended up winning for the freshmen. So yay! And we're the smallest cohort, so we really showed out. I did donate a lot of books. I think that some of the other scholars in our cohort didn't have time to actually do that, but they really tried. So I'm really proud of us for winning that and kind of getting our name out there to the other cohorts. And then our Instagram, I'm so happy that we got our Instagram up. I created it about a couple weeks ago, and honestly, we've had a lot of growth. I followed a lot of the other TLS cohorts from different universities, and they've followed us back now. So we're building connections with them. And then as you can see, I included the screenshot this way for a reason, 673 views in the last 30 days. So we really reached out to a lot of people despite being a very new account. We're almost 200 followers, hopefully soon. So yeah, I'm very excited for us. We're a small cohort, but I think we're really putting ourselves out there. So I'm now running that. And I'm gonna be posting about our event today and about how it goes. So hopefully I'll get some pictures to actually kind of do a little like touch on the event afterwards. And hopefully I can get some of our past events on there as well, just to have them on there for documentation. And then next up is this summer. So I will be having an internship with Project Transformation this summer. I'm very excited. I've met a lot of the people who I'm going to be working with through interviews, and honestly, I've had a really good bond with them. They think that I can really make an impact there and not just learn about my leadership, but be able to mentor others and learn about followership and faith as well, build connections. So I'm going to be spending my summer in Dallas doing that, and I'm very excited about it. So hopefully that goes well. Next up is some of my personal. I didn't want to put too much, but I put pictures just on one slide so I can talk about each. We had a lot of birthdays last semester. Honestly, we've had like no birthdays this semester, but last semester we had a lot. So we got to celebrate each one of those. We had kind of like a cake and a dinner for almost every scholar who had a birthday actually. So that was really cool. And I think it was a way to make them feel special. So I really wanted to touch on that because I think it was a couple of nice moments. And then Six Flags, we went to the Six Flags event actually last semester when we were just starting up, but we've been a few times with some of the other scholars, and that's been a cool way to de-stress and just have fun, and it's right here, so that's not too far. During winter break, that picture up there, I went on a cruise with my family. That was a great experience. I absolutely love going on vacations and traveling and just learning about new cultures. So I really want to get a map and just kind of start pinning places that I've been to because traveling is just a big passion of mine. So, and then as you can see, during spring break, I went to Italy and I also went to Vatican City. And that was an amazing experience as well. You know, they say, you know, be broke, but be traveling. So like, that's okay because I'm learning so much at all these new places and I'm absolutely just loving it and all the pictures are really that's another place to check off my bucket list. That's me and Leilani. So one of my favorite ways to just de-stress and kind of do my own thing is the gym. I spend a lot of time in the gym almost every day of the week. And now I've dragged Leilani along with me. So that's been a really fun experience. And it's a great way to just kind of ease my mind and my nerves and my stress. So sometimes I will be kind of doing my sets, and then in between sets I'm doing work on my phone, but it's fine because it's like de-stress, work. So it's a good way to balance it out. And then football games over here. We went to a couple of the football games and we really loved it. Just kind of showing our rowdiness, if you will say. It was really fun, honestly. Football games are a fun experience for sure. And we'll definitely be going again next semester for football season. So, and actually most of those are scholars in the picture. So a lot of us will get together and go together and have fun, and then we'll probably eat afterwards, or if not go out to eat, then we'll go to RRC all together. So it's a fun bonding moment. And then also during winter break, I went skiing, which I absolutely love. I don't get to go all the time, but when I do, I love it. So that was a really fun experience as well. Um, that's pretty much all of it. Thank you. And does anyone have any questions?
So I just want to say, I'm really appreciative of the fact that you and Alina have really guided this first cohort in laying its roots and creating its identity and establishing the foundation of what's to come, especially at a critical moment like right now where we're in the process of finding out who the next cohort's going to be, right? Who are the individuals that you're going to be mentoring next year. So one thing that I love seeing in this presentation is an example of what I think all the staff members in the room can agree on keeps this program at its best, and that's cross-scholar program collaboration. I think it's great that these spaces that you've highlighted have been kind of created or nurtured, and I hope to see a lot more of that. And I think this was a good presentation, so good job.
Thank you. Any more questions?
I would just echo good job, and
Thank you.
I know it's been a busy first
Yes.
year, and you'll have to
Absolutely.
continue to keep
Balance.
balance and things going, which is a challenge, but you're up for it.
I am, absolutely.
Any other questions? Any other comments?
Congrats on that. I just want to say congrats on a good year. Make sure as we solidify the next class of TLS that you share the things that you've done, right? Obviously, I understand that y'all didn't have, an upperclassman. Luckily, you had Top and Terry to kind of take you under your wing, but now you can be that person for the incoming TLS students. So you're doing a lot of great things, and so definitely share. Maybe they'll even take the moral imagination class, right? But definitely thank you for all that you've done this year.
Thank you, I appreciate it. I'm very excited for next week. I think it's gonna be a great next year.
All right, thank you so much.